with John Safran and Father Bob Maguire
on Triple J.
I'm Bob Maguire, that's John Safran, Sunday Night Safran. Right now we've got Caterina Ligato joining us. She's a self-confessed ghost whisperer and exorcist and the author of The Australian Ghost Whisperer.
And she's in a little booth in Sydney. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What does it mean you're a ghost whisperer and exorcist?
What it actually means is that I speak to the world of spirit. I'm able to communicate with the world of spirit.
And just anyone?
Well, no, not just anyone. It depends on the situation. Sometimes I may be talking to somebody in spirit because I'm actually passing on a message from a loved one to a client. I may speak to a spirit because he needs a little bit of help to cross over into the spirit world. So they're all my reasons for talking to the spirit world. Sometimes I just like to pop in and say hello. And
you've definitely made a mark. You're Australia's busiest exorcist, it says here.
I'm very busy. You're very lucky to have me.
Kat has been denounced by the Catholic Church in spite of the fact she is a good Roman Catholic. Denounced by who exactly?
Oh, no, I haven't really been legally denounced by the Catholic Church. Look, I believe with a lot of organised religion that they're very careful about people who do this work because there are many charlatans who do this kind of work and don't take it seriously and are not very responsible for the work and the messages that they're giving out. So I kind of feel with a lot of organised religion, they'd rather just say, no, this is not allowed. That's easier than kind of trying to pick out the real ones and the ones that are not real.
Now, ever since atheist Christopher Hitchens has died, I've been wondering what's happened to him. Like, was he right, and there is no afterworld, or is he floating about, going, "Damn, I was wrong"? And I understand you can talk to him, or you might be able to, or maybe not. Who knows?
Well, look, I have had a little bit of a communication with him. He did say to me that.
When did you have it?
Oh, in the last few days, building up to this interview.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, look, basically, he communicated to me that he had a very difficult time with his passing. It was not easy for him being so sick. And towards the end, he was very much drug-induced. So in that state, it's really difficult to be aware of the light and the actual death process. So it was a difficult transition for him. He's in a place where he is actually receiving a lot of healing and obviously trying to understand the death process and understand now, like he's in a bit of shock situation because it's like, hey, you know what, I still exist. And it's like, well, what happens to me now? What do I do now? I've basically just said to him to remain calm and to just take note of the spirit world that's around him and the healing energy and the love that's there for him so that he's able to heal his soul. And the rest will unfold slowly for him. It's like anything, you know. A little child will start school at kindergarten, and as they get older, they're able to go through the different stages of schooling and take on a bit more and a bit more. And it's the same for him now. It's like he's in kindergarten, if you like. And as he is able to process and understand the experience and the situation that he finds himself in, his soul will be able to progress to those higher places.
Was he shocked that he's been wrong his entire living life?
Look, he's a little bit astounded, shocked, yes, all those things, yes. Sometimes it can be very difficult, especially when people have that belief that that's it, you die and there's nothing else, and then it's like waking up and thinking, heck, where am I? You know, what's going on now? So it can be quite frightening. Look, imagine that you go to sleep tonight and you wake up tomorrow morning and find yourself in a totally different environment. I mean, how freaky is that? So,
and does Christopher Hitchens get to meet his parents? And
yeah, it's funny you said that because I felt that his parents were around him and helping him to understand the process. Yes. And
when you were talking to him, like, what are you, like, sitting at a table? Do you have runes or how does it work?
No. It all happens very naturally for me. I just felt I kind of helped I connected with him in the world of spirit. And it was kind of like a communication through our thought processes with each other.
Did you know Christopher? It's Bob Maguire. Kat, did you know Christopher Hitchens more or less from his reputation or from his
Absolutely
books?
nothing.
Nothing.
I promise you, I've never heard of the guy. No. I live in a world of my own. I'm very busy with what I do. Absolutely.
And you
I've
started
never heard
off
anything about
in the book. In the book, I think it says you started off your ministry when you were a child.
I was very young, and as word spread about my gift, I used to find, older kids waiting for me after school to ask me questions about their boyfriends, and even mothers would be waiting for me after school and asking me things like, my husband, is he playing up? Is he doing something behind my back? And asking me questions that I really didn't know anything about.
They're living, you mean the living husband or?
The living husbands.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, these are the kind, because word spreads that this girl, although she's a bit weird, but she knows stuff.
Yeah. So it's not just ghost whispering. Other psychic ministries.
So as a Roman Catholic, you believe in heaven and hell and limbo?
I believe that I don't believe in hell. I believe hell is a making of your own imagination and your own mind. I believe that God welcomes everybody into his realms.
But you're an exorcist, so when you're exorcising a demon, where's that demon coming from, if not from hell?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean human souls go to hell.
Okay.
They only go to hell if they believe in hell, and that's where they choose to go.
Where are the demons coming from? If you're alive now and you're possessed by a demon, where's who's sending the demon? Where's the demon?
Well, there is the realm. Well, it's the opposite realms of God are the realms of the Antichrist, or what I believe the realms of darkness. And these demons are often, that's where they come from. They're often drawn to people who are very negative about themselves, or people who are doing a lot of drugs or alcohol and not honouring their bodies. They are the people that will tend to become possessed or connect with these types of energies. So it's just a negative, very negative energy that is just, it needs to be expelled. But also after that, the person needs to take responsibility and start healing their lives.
If you die with a demon inside you because you haven't been successfully exorcised, what happens? Are you in the other realm still with the demon inside you?
No, I believe that as you cross over, as you're passing, you're coming out of your physical body, you're entering the world of light, there's always opportunity and help there for you to release that type of energy. God would never say, hey, you've got a demon, so off you go into hell. No, it's not like that.
But you're not satisfied, or are you, that these demons... I think we had them in the Gospel last week. I was reading it out and trying to make sense out of it for people, that Jesus said to the demons, get out of there, leave him alone. Leave us all alone, in fact.
Well, that's right. But we all are given free choice, though. But if you choose to not honour yourself, if you're not honouring your life, if you're not honouring your body and your soul and seeing it as a temple, then of course you are going to attract negative energies to yourself.
But are you not satisfied that they may come from within? You would prefer to think that...
Well, I would see it more as that we all have darker aspects of ourselves, the parts of ourselves that are unresolved, the aspects of ourselves where we feel that we're denying that love. That's the part of ourselves. I wouldn't say that they're our own inner demons. Yes, some people say that they are your own inner demons.
At the tender age of 3... you became aware of the Aboriginal ghosts at the bottom of her family garden. What are Aboriginal ghosts?
They were beautiful. I remember I used to sit in this beautiful big mulberry tree, and I'd look down, and they would come out of the mists, and they would do these lovely tribal dances, and they were very spiritual people. They were very connected to Mother Earth and quite peaceful, and it was just so beautiful.
And you could see them.
Yes.
And
yes.
What did that? So they looked like Aboriginal people, or were they just ghosts from the Aboriginal canon of ghosts?
They were Aboriginal spirits, so they were dressed in a lot of their tribal gear that they used to wear in those times, and their faces were painted, and it was like a spiritual dance that they would do, which they took very seriously, and it was just very beautiful to watch.
So are there spirits and ghosts from all the belief systems out there? Because usually, like if you're Hindu, you believe there's the Hindu ghosts, but you're not necessarily believing in the Catholic realm or the Jewish realm, but you seem to be saying there's lots of realms out there.
Well, there's endless realms out there. So according to what your belief system is, then you connect with that appropriate realm.
How do you know you're not imagining it all?
I've had too much proof in my life to feel I'm imagining it. I'm sure if I was imagining it, I would be in a psych ward by now. I've seen the proof of my work now.
Your website is Caterina Legato.
That's correct.
.com. Legato. So what are we looking at there, by the way? Is that Italian?
Of course
Yes,
it's
it is.
Italian.
It's Italian.
I don't know.
Talking
I mean,
about
like
you don't
Maltese
know.
or something.
And I've just written an incredibly interesting book where I have covered everything there is to know about the spirit world.
Yeah, the Australian Ghost Whisperer.
It also has some real live real stories from real clients that I've helped that have kindly written their story and written about their experience with me.
And it's reassuring.
Absolutely. Very reassuring for them that they have found some peace and
Yeah,
understanding
but for
in
the
their
community at large now, that's one of the things that's missing so much.
It's really important. I think people are not finding everything they need or all the answers they need with organised religion. So people are now searching. People are looking on a wider range to find the answers to their questions.
So
And people want to find their spirit, want to connect with their souls more.
Do you worry, if someone's well-grounded and then they visit you and this is like just one little aspect of their life, that might be one thing, but are you worried that some people who are like mentally damaged and then they can go to someone like you and it will just like flip them out? Push them over the edge?
Well, this is where I'm very responsible in the work I do. I often, because I am also psychic, I'm able to actually feel and understand if someone is has mental problems, obviously. So I kind of deter them from coming to see someone like me.
I get it.
Because often those people need psychiatric help.
And the year 2012 is in fact a special year, you're saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of great changes happening on our planet at the moment, and part of that is that people are seeking a higher awareness of themselves, and people are seeking to become more spiritually connected with themselves.
Finally, can you pass messages back to Christopher Hitchens if Bob gives one?
What would you like me to tell him?
Go, Bob. How about saying something nice? We met him.
Yeah, of course he was a nice man here.
Well, say something
he feels
to...
like he was a really lovely man,
Say something nice to him. Like
he's in a better place than I am.
Yeah, say Christopher, thank
you for your contribution to debate and also to the accumulation of wisdom, and especially the questioning that must go on as part of human evolution. Thank you, Christopher.
Thank you, Christopher. And thank you, Caterina. Your book again is The Australian Ghost Whisperer. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
You're listening to Sunday Night Saffron with John Saffron and Father Bob Maguire on Triple